What is going on, everybody? It's Yaboyrocklee Lee coming through. We're gonna do a video about my homie from Madoka Magica Girls, that little Kyubey, and we're gonna cover this video on the slander that is going on regarding my homie, and we're gonna see that he's done nothing wrong. He's helped these magical girls with enormous power, and they turned on him out of ungratefulness, envy, because they didn't get things that they wanted to have, and they completely were being selfish. As we're trying to stabilize the energy of mankind, these girls kept thinking about their selfish dreams, their friendship, without thinking about the universe as a whole. So, and oh, guys, before we get into this video, if you guys like this and you want to suggest videos for me to check out, suggest them under the pinned comment specifically. That way I can separate people's comments that just want to chat. When I'm trying to find the suggestions, I'm trying to look back 6 months ago at a video and what people suggested. I'm going right under the pinned comment. I'm just going right there and I'm going to select something. There's no need to go to the pinned comment and then look around, because you might not do it, but other people are going to do it. So I'm just going to stick with those people that listened. Anyways, let's get into the video.
That's actually true.
If you guys haven't subscribed, obviously you guys want to do so you don't miss out on this important sauce and the brainwashing that could exist depending on you spending time on Reddit and not spending time here. I'm active on Twitter. I'm active on the gram. Check me out.
Kyubey did nothing wrong. This isn't a meme. That's actually true if you look at it objectively. But that's only one small reason why this cute turned horrifying alien creature is a perfect antagonist against Madoka, the other magical girls, and sometimes the entire world. In this video, we're going over why Kyubey from Madoka Magica is the perfect
It's a cool avatar he has.
Like the title says. I assume that's why you clicked on it. To make a great antagonist, you first need presence. It can either be overwhelming like Darth Vader and Bondrewd, or something more intellectually dangerous like Paristin or Makishima Shogo. Either way, the best villains will make you feel scared or tense just from them being in the room. Whatever the style of the antagonist, they need to at least be interesting whenever they are on screen.
Truth.
Every minute with Kyubey is wonderful. He has a special kind of charm. Instead of humanizing him, he is incomprehensible. He is seemingly just a magic creature here to help humanity fight witches. A sidekick that helps start the story.
Look how friendly he is.
In the second half of the anime, he gives off a completely different vibe. However, we'll get to that in a minute. He's also just cute and friendly, with a nice design reminiscent of a generic stuffed toy you'd find in an anime shop. But if you hear anything about Madoka Magica, it's often that most people hate Kyubey. The first reason for this is that he is a twist villain. Twist villains have become such a trope that it is extremely difficult to do them well. Having a character that spends a lot of time with the main characters, acting like a friend, to then rip off a mask and say, "It was me all along," tends to not only make a likable character unlikable, but also cheapen the entire story until that point. Kyubey is a little different though, because he never really betrays them. From his perspective, he never did anything wrong. He treated Madoka and the others fairly. He can't even comprehend why they are so bothered by what he does.
My man is like, yo, I've given you guys infinite power, and y'all are mad at me? Because your soul was taken from you? Like, what? Who needs it? Only the universe, so he can fuel some equation.
When Kyubey's true intentions are first revealed, we learn that to fight the laws of entropy,
there it
he
is,
creates
entropy.
Magical girls who explode into witches. The energy that they release is greater than what it takes to get them to that point, thus being the greatest renewable energy source. While literally destroying the souls of middle school girls for renewable energy is arguably extremely evil, from the really big picture perspective, this is the best
fire, by the way.
This is the other reason Kyubey is so hated. He doesn't experience emotions like humans, and the only feeling we really see him express is surprise in a few key scenes. Otherwise, he doesn't feel remorse. He doesn't have any sympathy, and he doesn't worry about failing. Because he's not written to be sympathetic, even in the slightest, Kyubey feels terrifyingly real. There is no malice or hatred coming from him, but the actions he takes,
just trying to save the universe,
his place in the universe, causes so much pain and suffering for the magical girls. And he doesn't care about it at all. During one of the timelines, Madoka becomes a witch so powerful that it will destroy all of Earth. While this isn't ideal to him, Kyubey is perfectly fine knowing he caused it to happen, because with this, he met the energy quota. Kyubey isn't a very complex or sympathetic character, which is a huge reason why he's the perfect antagonist for the very complex and very sympathetic magical girls. This gives him such a terrifying presence in the second half of the story. Instead of the cute little creature that grants wishes and helps humanity fight witches, he now has a dangerous and chilling vibe. If Madoka had just come up with a wish, accepting an offer from what seemed to be a kind stranger, she would be cursed to lose her soul, like a deal with the devil. But Kyubey doesn't represent the devil. He isn't a force of pure evil. He represents
He just
life,
does.
the cruel realism of life. Now, I don't like making sweeping statements like that. Kyubey isn't a metaphor. He's a character. But the cruelty of life is explored through him. Life needs energy, and energy is gained through consuming other life. We take animals, fatten them up, and then slaughter them to be eaten. But this allows the animals to live a comfortable, safe existence without fear and without a long, painful death from disease or being eaten alive by another animal. Logically, it's a better life than one in the wild. This is the argument Kyubey makes. This
And
concept
y'all want to
cannot be
argue with
overcome.
Kyubey.
There's no way to gain energy without taking it from somewhere. So you can't even objectively say Kyubey is wrong or evil. If this is what it takes, should he just leave the rest of life in the cosmos to shrivel and die? It's not just that he makes some interesting points, it's that he's right.
He's
And
literally
it's not
right.
like he forces them to take his offer either. As Kyubey says to Madoka, if you ever feel like dying for the sake of the universe, call me. I'll be waiting. The point at which an antagonist loses what makes them so cool and menacing is the point at which they are defeated. Although technically the protagonist, but also the villain, Light Yagami's end in Death Note is a sad and pitiful one, and the technical antagonist of the story, L, seems to be an amazingly brilliant detective. Until we see him unceremoniously killed as well. But Kyubey is not an evil enemy to be defeated. He never loses what makes him so chilling. He can't even die, as Homura learned. Kyubey is an unbeatable force. He cannot be overcome. He can only be accepted. In this way, he is more of an eldritch horror, a powerful force that you can only hope you never see. In the end, they were simply fighting against the cruelty of life. Homura's work did
Cruelty of
and
life.
Madoka made a wish that
I like
changed the
this
way
video.
the world works.
That was a good video.
This didn't defeat Kyubey. It wasn't even a moral victory over his ideology.
Nope.
Magical girls still die, but
Yep.
they no longer turn into witches. It did make the world a little better.
Yep.
With all that power, she did the best she could do, and overcame some of the cruelty. But even after Madoka rewrote the world, altered the fabric of reality, and became some kind of trans-dimensional being, Kyubey was still there.
Plotting
Thanks
and
for watching. Check
scheming.
out my previous video on the specific episode of Madoka Magica that made it into a masterpiece.
You know what? You had some good stuff, man. I'm gonna open up that, and I'm gonna open up that. Now, that was a pretty dope video. I liked it, man. Shout out to my boy Kyubey, and I thought that was a good video, because they pointed out exactly what needed to be pointed out, and that's that, like, it's facts, bro. This entropy thing was happening, and we need an energy source, and these magical girls got it. What do you want us to do? If we don't do it, the world's gonna be destroyed. And you know what my problem with society sometimes is? Like, society will just say no to the solution that needs to be done, and just allow society just to fall apart. They'll with no better alternative, they'll sit there paralyzed and just watch it fall apart. Now, I'm not saying that this is the idea. I'm just saying that there's aspects of society that has to go on like this, and you guys will say no. And I'll say, yo, what's your solution? Just no until I find a solution. 6 months later, everyone is dead. Because we're waiting for your solution and you don't have one, and you can't just accept what needs to be done for the sake of the universe and fighting the evil of entropy. Anyways, thanks for checking it out. If you guys like these kind of videos, want to see me do more, because it's not really a taxing process. I was interested in the topic anyways. Let me know. Subscribe. You have any other videos that you think is cool? Suggest those under, hear me out, under the pinned comment, because when I look back for suggestions, it's just all over the place, man. I'm looking at the pinned comment, see what you guys suggested, and I'm gonna check those out. Because I might not look back for this until, I don't know, a month from now. I'm looking for what you guys suggested. Anyways, until next time, I'm out.